Red FM's Big Red Bench.
With Blackwater Motors, Orchard Road, Victoria Cross. Authorised dealership for Volkswagen cars and commercial vehicles. Red FM 104 to 106.
Ruairi and Paul here with you on the Big Red Bench on this Sunday evening. Get in touch with us. 3 text 0833173336. Still to come, Tony Davis talking GAA and George Foreman talks the Rumble in the Jungle. All that to come between now and 7 o'clock. But I'm delighted to be joined live in studio by the one, the only Mr. Neal Horgan. Neal, thank you for coming into us today.
Thanks very much, Rory. Pleasure to be here.
Tomorrow night your final Cork City game. Has that hit you yet?
It has, I suppose, yeah. I suppose we got the result on Friday. We were all thinking about that, like trying to get into Europe and that. Now, the final Leighton Turner's Cross Monday. Hopefully we get a big crowd, and hopefully my knee's a bit sore, so I'll see if I'm playing or not.
What's wrong with your knee?
I've had an injury actually. I got keyhole surgery on it this year.
Yeah.
And it's just a bit swollen at the moment from the match on Friday.
Looking back on the season, topsy-turvy, is that the way you describe it?
Yeah, I suppose you could describe it a lot of ways, but that's one of the ways. I suppose at the end of the day we got into Europe from a player's point of view, and I think Paul Doolan and Tommy Dunn deserve a lot of praise for that, so we're happy. We were relieved on Friday night to get through off our own back, not on what Derry did, because I suppose Derry got a goal in the last minute too, so we needed to get the draw and we did.
Yeah.
We were delighted with that.
And the players deserve an awful lot of credit as well, because it would have been very easy for you to lose focus on what's happening on the pitch, considering all that's gone on off it.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's been going on for around a year now, to be honest with you, the whole examinership thing. Longer than a year, in fact. So we're kind of used to it in a way. But I think Paul Doolan and Tommy Dunn, to be fair, they really drove us on. Yeah. And we knew we couldn't let up to get into Europe.
It must have affected you though. Was there any time during the season where you were just so down and you said, what's the point in doing this?
Not really. I suppose the whole bus thing that time was a bit crazy, but you just get on with it. You have to focus on the next game. As a player, it's just you have to do your job. That's it. And I suppose that continues tomorrow night.
That bus thing was insane. Even underage teams have their buses paid for on the way to games, don't it?
Yeah, it was a bit unusual.
It was. Would it be fair to call that the low point of the season? You're waiting for a bus. The bus won't leave until you get paid, and there's all the media down there, and it's all being blown up. It's in the papers the next day. Cork City can't afford to pay their buses.
I don't know. It was embarrassing, I suppose, but the low point, I think, would be more on the pitch stuff. That's what we have control over, and as a player, you're mostly disappointed in your own performances. And I suppose we played against Bows there. I think it was on TV, and we didn't do ourselves justice. Yeah. But we bounced back the next week and we beat Shamrock Rovers, which was probably one of the high points of the year too. A great 2-1 win up there. We played some great football, and I think that result really got us into Europe. Looking back on it now.
Looking back to the start of your Cork City career, can you believe it's gone by so quickly?
Yeah, it's gone by very quickly actually, except for the last year. But yeah, it's been fantastic, to be honest. Yeah. But you're looking at, there was a do last night for a Hall of Fame, and some of the old lads, Decky Daly, and then John Caulfield, they're getting very grey,
They are alright, aren't they?
Another 5 years, I'd say, they're getting like them. So no, it's been fantastic overall, really.
There's a great DJ there last night as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. How hard is it going to be for you to step away from all this?
I don't know. I suppose I won't know till I'm gone, really. But I'm not sure. Someone asked me today whether I'd go back and watch them next year. I will, I'll try. But I might feel a bit torn, obviously I want Cork City to win, but I'll want to be playing as well, so it won't be the easiest thing, I suppose, but you get used to it. And what's great now at the moment is that there is a lot of old players coming to the matches, ex-players, and I think they're the strength of the club as well, as much as the players who are there at the moment, the likes of Decky Daly, and I could go on about them, Pat Morley and them, who come to the games, they support the club on national airwaves as much as anything else, and I'd love to be coming to the games like them, in years to come.
You're playing on the Legends team as well next year, will you?
I don't know about that.
Just looking back in your career kind of coincided with the rise and rise of Cork City and the rise and rise of the League of Ireland as well, didn't it? Yeah,
to an extent. I suppose obviously Cork City had great success in the past, and I would have been a fan of Cork City when they won FA Cups with Derek Holland scoring. I was at FAI Cup final when Dave Barry hit the post, and when they won the league, I wasn't at it now, and the Bayern Munich days. Like, so we weren't, my generation of players weren't the generation who brought Cork City to the forefront of Irish soccer. But I think full-time football came into force when I was there, and we benefited from that, and I think the standard certainly rose, because the conditions of summer soccer and that, the standard of football rose, and I'm very lucky to be part of that,
If you have any questions for Neil, 3 text us 0833173336. Paul's got a couple.
Yeah, an email in there, Neil, from Tim O'Keefe in Fermoy. I'd just like to thank Neil for the years of pleasure I've had watching him play for City, and to wish him all the best for the future. That, as it says, from Tim O'Keefe in Fermoy. And is there any chance on Hoggy staying at City if he was on part-time amateur training terms? Regardless of what he does, he's a legend. Being with the club long enough to have a testimonial proves that. And an early happy 30th birthday as well, Neil.
Well, thanks very much.
You're 30?
Not yet.
Whoa.
Not yet.
There's no point. There's no hope you playing part-time next season, is there? Not with what you're going to
no, to be honest, no, that's not in my plans. I'm just focusing on going into the legal profession, and I'll be totally focused on that, to be honest with you.
Your legal career has always kind of been on the back burner, hasn't it? But it's always been something you've talked quite proudly of as well.
Absolutely, and I'm kind of going on about this a bit much at the moment, but I honestly think education is complementary to any sporting activity, especially professional football, because people have so much free time. And I would see the League of Ireland as an opportunity. There is an opportunity there at the moment, because things are kind of all over the place at the moment, for a clean slate and things to be restructured, and education to become a bigger part, both for the players' point of view and for the clubs. You'll get wiser players, and who are able to look after themselves.
When you look at the American system, every professional athlete in America has come through college.
Yeah, we don't have to look too far in regards to rugby, and the way that they support their players going through college and secondary school, So I think they're a good model to base ourselves on too.
A lot of that has to do with kids leaving Cork, leaving Ireland when they're 16, going to England.
Absolutely, and they're the talented fellas who, they were much better than me. I never got over to England when I was 16. But then they come back with no leaving cert, and it's very tough for them then, so if we could keep those players there, I heard other people, Ruud Gullit, talking about the same problem in Holland. I'm no Ruud Gullit now, but Henrik Larsson was talking about it in Sweden, and it's the same thing happening here, and if we could somehow stop them from going by giving them an alternative attraction in the League of Ireland, and with the education part of it as a big part of that, then I think that would be an attractive alternative that's worth pursuing, really.
It's going to be a bit of a change though, going to work with a briefcase as opposed to a pair of boots, isn't it?
Yeah. I won't salute you walking down the South Mall anyway.
You never did anyway. If any questions for Neil, 3 text us 0833173336.
Yeah, a few more here as well, Neil. What does Hoggy think of what's happening with Derry City at the moment? That's from Tom in Bishopstown, not Tom Collin, I presume. I've been thinking about it there. Firstly, from a player's point of view, I feel terrible for the players who were there. Liam Carney obviously is a good friend of mine, and I know Garrett McGlynn quite well, and a few of the other lads, and I don't know how they're feeling, being demoted or whatever it is, relegated. So I also feel terrible for the club. I think they're a massive part of the League of Ireland in terms of the colour they bring, and also going to the Brandywell was one of my favourite venues, because there's always an atmosphere, there's always good football. So it's terrible for the league's point of view, and I just hope that something's done to keep them in the league, to be honest with you. I know the FA are trying to enforce standards, but Derry are a very important part of the league, and I'd love to see them still there,